give up. Audrey, I'm going to need another suitcase. I just can't make up my mind. I'll get that. Welcome. You may be a messenger of the gods.
Well, I suppose anything is possible. How are you doing?
Confused. Now, if you were trying to be sensible and efficient, which of these would you take and which would you leave behind?
Take where?
Palm Beach.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting who knows what. Do you know this is the first unpressured day I have had in 6 months, and I am semi-hysterical. Do you remember Frank mentioning a few days vacation last night?
Oh, during the victory speech. That's right. I meant to ask him about it, but I forgot with all the excitement. So you and the senator are going to Palm Beach?
As soon as he can get away, tonight if possible.
That's great. He needs it. You both do.
Yeah.
So you're trying to figure out what to wear?
Yeah, and it's very much unlike me. Okay. What do you think? Which one?
They're both lovely. Do you have a luggage limit?
Well, strictly speaking, no, because it is my plane and we are going to be the only passengers. However, in the interests of good sense.
And efficiency, right. Ray, all I can tell you is that I take everything and see how I feel in Florida. I know. I'm a big help, right?
You're wonderful. You're wonderful, and that's exactly what I want to do. Okay, one problem solved. You realize how often you and I think exactly alike?
Well, pretty often, I guess.
Pretty often. Is that good news or bad news? Mary, quite contrary, tell me, what did he say about the job? That is why you're here.
I thought I was a messenger of the gods.
Uh-huh.
By he, you mean Jack?
Yeah. I saw the look on his face when I made you the offer.
Well, he said that anchor person for Channel 1 News is very big stuff.
I hope he also said that you could handle it.
He thought I'd be terrific at it. I know how to gather local news. I'm familiar with television, the basics anyway.
Hey, you don't have to sell me.
I guess I'm trying to sell myself.
You aren't sure that you would enjoy $40,000 salary, lots of independence, and the use of Channel 1 staff to research your stories? You sure Jack isn't?
He has his reservations.
Go on.
Well, what it boils down to is this. Can I limit the job? Because I would have to, absolutely. I can work an 8-hour workday, that's fine, but nothing more. I need my evenings and my weekends for Ryan and Jack, and some mornings as well. Now, is that an unrealistic expectation? Please be honest with me.
In general, you'd set your own pace and your own hours, except, of course, for showtime. No work on weekends unless it's an emergency. And I would imagine that you would be out of the studio by 7 o'clock, as a rule, every night. That means late dinners, but Ryan's older now, and she could wait up. As for your mornings, well, that would depend on what you're covering. On the mornings when there's nothing going on until noon, you wouldn't go in until noon.
But knowing me, there'd always be something going on. I'd have an interview or something like a story that I'd cover from 10 different angles. I know that about myself.
Are we talking about limits on the job or on you? Look, you have enormous energies. That's part of the reason why I want to hire you. But I have no interest in running you into the ground. Now, what you might do to yourself, that one you've got to answer.
I do tend to get carried away every once in a while, but I have my priorities straight.
Mm-hmm. And your priorities are wife and mother first, career second.
Yes. And that's not going to change.
But it seems to me that it isn't a question of any of that changing. It's a matter of integrating all three roles successfully. And I think that if there's anybody that can do it, it's you. And Frank thinks that. And I would say from their reaction last night, your parents think you can too. It's very simple, really. You are going to work at some job 8 hours a day. Now, you can pick one with mediocre pay and opportunities, which will get you home at 6 o'clock, depressed, frustrated, but physically available for your husband and your child. Or you can take Channel 1. Fantastic experience, nice pay.
40,000 is more than nice, and I know the rest of the pitch. I would maybe come home at night a little bit late occasionally, but exuberant, and therefore a better wife and mother.
Do you disagree with that?
No.
So,
Do you have to know before you go to Palm Beach?
not necessarily. But would it be easier for you if things were settled?
Look, why don't I give Jack a call?
Yeah, Mary.
Hi. I was afraid I wouldn't catch you.
No, I'm still here. Your mother took Ryan with her to pick up little John, so I'm free to leave, but I haven't yet.
You sound depressed.
I have a column I don't want to write.
So go to a movie. You can write it tonight. Ryan and I won't care.
That's kind of you.
Yeah, well, I'm not entirely a negative person, you know.
Where are you?
At Ray's?
Still?
Yeah. We had a good talk, and I think I see the job in better perspective now. And we covered some points that you and I didn't cover last night.
Oh, I'm sure. Is Ray right there?
Well, more or less, but it's okay.
Not with me, it isn't. Mary, I'm glad that you found some new pros and cons about the job, but I prefer to discuss them privately.
Well, actually, they were all pros and no cons.
Maybe you didn't mean for this call to be a discussion.
I did. I do. I want to tell you about the hours, which I can adjust, and the time demands in general, which depend on my...
All right. You took the job, didn't you?
No, I did not. I want to, but I haven't yet.
Is Ray sitting right there listening to all this?
Look, what do you care about that?
I don't like to play the heavy, Mary. Particularly not for that woman, who already has an image of me as some Italian primitive bellowing at his wife to get back in the kitchen.
Hey, Jack, she doesn't know about that.
Go ahead, take the job. I'll see you later.
I was trying to make a joke.
Well, it wasn't funny.
Honey, I really would like to tell you what I've been thinking about this.
You've been thinking positively, entirely positively. And sure enough, I'm entirely negative. How do you manage to always do that to me, Mary, even when I see it coming and try like hell to avoid it?
This is hardly fair.
I agree with you there. Go ahead, join the gang at Channel 1. Tell Ray that Jack thinks it's swell.
Fine. I believe I will. Have fun with your column.
he wants to murder me.
No, me. He's in a rotten mood, but it's his job, not mine.
Really?
Really. He just needs to get to the typewriter and get through his first sentence. And, one thing he did say to me was that I should accept your offer, which I do.
I'm so glad.
I am too. I can't wait.
Well, you could drop by the office tomorrow and get the lay of the land if you like.
I'd love to. Provided, of course, that I can arrange babysitters and get some food in the house.
Well, should you maybe take a few days off and get all of that settled?
No. I'm sure there'll be no problem. Besides, I'm too excited now to sit around home.
Oh, you know, I think you're going to handle the whole thing just beautifully.
I will. And you vacation beautifully. Tell Frank to eat and sleep and sun and forget about the whole world.
I will relay your message. Oh, my. It's going to be good to get away.
only you.
Thanks.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
Forget it. What are you doing here?
It's my only home, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, I was told that Miss Siobhan wouldn't be home because she found a new job. That's what I was told.
Well, I don't start for a few days yet. Are you going to give me trouble, too?
No. So you're planning families.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a sensitive subject. I'll stop.
It's not planning families, it's family planning. Did Kathleen tell you?
Haven't seen Kathleen since last night. When did she leave, anyway?
This afternoon. I wish she wouldn't. She's the only female here who can stand the sight of me.
Ryan loves you.
Huh. Well, so who told you that I was working for a family planning conference?
Your mother?
Was she downstairs?
No. Went for a walk. Mm-hmm. So the feeling's mutual, hmm?
What?
You don't want to see her either.
I don't know what to say to her. She apologized to me for not believing about Wes Leonard. I apologized to her for taking a job that she can't stand. But no sooner did we start to smile and talk than we're ready to go at each other's throats again.
She feels very bad about that.
Well, so do I. What did she tell you?
Not a whole lot.
She doesn't have to. Somehow she manages to come off the sympathetic figure even when she doesn't say a word. Why is that? I'm beginning to feel like Mary Magdalene around here. Why doesn't anybody see my side first? I'm miserable. I've said that before. I need my own apartment. Can't feel comfortable doing yoga here anymore. None of this makes any sense to you, right?
Wrong. You have a legitimate point of view. Unpopular, maybe, but not crazy or evil. Hurts when people force you to be the bad guy.
Especially when they're people that you love.
Yeah. You feel helpless and frustrated. Like there isn't one damn constructive thing you can do.
I was about to try breathing before you came in. It usually helps.
Go ahead. I'm on my way.
No, look, why don't you join me?
Why not?
Oh, yay! Come on. You've been practicing.
I read a little.
Great stuff, isn't it? You know, this doesn't feel like quite the right place for it anymore, though. I don't feel safe.
You really mean that about an apartment?
Yeah. As soon as I can get a couple of paychecks together. Why? Do you know of any place?
Well, Tom Desmond's old apartment, which he's subletting right now. But it's 5 flights up to the roof and no elevator.
The roof?
Yeah. Oh, it's like a little house. Oh, a very small one.
That sounds great.
Well, why don't you ask him about it when he comes back from the country?
I think I will. How do you feel now?
I feel a little better.
What if you could change your past? Erica does, every week, because sometimes the only way to move forward is to go back. A new original primetime drama, Being Erica, Thursdays at 10 on SoapNet.